Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tactical Tuesday. Iconic Messengers coming at you live from the Content Hub of Dallas. The Acoustic Force Media private studios, available now for high-level elite performers, innovators, and trailblazers. Let's get right into it. So AI, a lot of people are talking about AI. I use a really cool note taker called Fireflies. There's a note taker called Fireflies.ai. It's free. It's a free note taker software. So if you're on Zoom and you want a really good bullet point summary and you want a nice transcript of what you've talked about, maybe you have a client that you're talking to, Fireflies AI Note Taker is amazing and it's free. So there's one tactical thing that you can do this week. Download Fireflies AI and use it to summarize your Zoom calls, give you bullet point summaries, in depth of what you've talked about so that you can create a nice bullet point summary. A lot of times I'll get on a call with someone and we'll go over their entire social media strategy, what we need to do, and Fireflies will break that down, summarize it, and give me bullet points on my email ready to go that my team can then dissect and turn into a really cool strategy for people. I've tried a bunch of different presentation softwares with AI. Gamma is a good one. Probably the best one is Gamma. The problem with AI presentation software is you pull in a bunch of information and the AI really has a tough time making it look decent. So AI Note Taker, Fireflies, if you're just tuning in, it is Tactical Tuesday, where we give you tactical things that you can do to increase your efficiency, increase your productivity, and increase your output. Number one, a virtual note taker software. Fireflies AI is the best note taker software. I've tried them all. They all blow except for Fireflies. Fireflies, best AI note taker. Number two, Gamma presentation software. It's good to get a blueprint, but you're going to eventually have to pull that blueprint into something like Canva where you can have more of a direct response from like what you do. Because if you give AI something, it's going to give you back stuff that's just not really clean. And so you're going to have to directly alter it to make it look the way you want it to look. AI is only as good as the operator. I think AI is useful, but it's only as good as the operator. Even Kamala Harris is using AI. We've completely noticed that the campaign is altering photos to make it look one way when it's something else. And you can't even argue that with me. I've seen it with my own eyes. So don't argue with me with that one. It's the truth and everybody knows it. But hey, they can do whatever they want. If I was them and, my crowd wasn't as big as the opponent, I might alter mine too. So listen, AI is really, really useful, but it's only as good as the operator. So you have to think about, if the information that you're giving the system is really, really good, then the system is going to pump you out something that's really, really good. The problem happens with the design of what it gives you. So like you're seeing these really neat AI generated avatars, these really neat AI generated like speakers. They look real, but when you actually add the audio and they talk the audio, you can totally tell it looks like a bad animation film. Like Dragon Ball Z looks even cleaner. So when it comes to tactical stuff with AI, you have to be really careful about the final product. I think that AI, you give it information, it can give you something back that's decent, but you really have to humanize the final product that you deliver to people, because not only does AI stuff not perform as well as human generated stuff, and that's been tested by NP Digital. If you don't follow Neil Patel, he's a friend of mine. I've introduced him at tons of events. Follow Neil Patel. He does research. He'll go through 10,000 different accounts, 10,000 different Google searches and all of this stuff and test AI versus human generated stuff, and the human generated stuff performs better than AI 98% of the time. AI is not there yet. It just isn't. But it is useful for blueprints. It is useful for a lot of different things. You just have to know exactly how to plug into it. And one of the things I've also noticed is When you're constantly focused on stuff like this that's going to move the needle, and you're constantly focused on execution and how you can build your skills and your strategies and all this kind of stuff, dude, yeah, it's okay. I like the AI companion's okay. But I think that Fireflies is better. And so hopefully they improve that, though, Dan. I like it. And different things work for different people. I think when it comes to summarization, Fireflies wins. I've tried them all. But when it comes down to this stuff, I want to have conversations like this more and more and more with people, because the other conversations that are happening on the internet, a lot of them are just a waste of time. We need to focus more on growth. We need to focus more on innovation, creativity, pushing the needle, inspiration, because that's the only way that America is going to remain the greatest 10, 20, 30 years from now. Because I've noticed that the things people are interested in, the things that people are having conversations about are stupid. Like our entire society is falling overboard with stupidity. And so we have to be careful to not get consumed with that. And trust me, I love dumb shit. I say dumb shit. I will continue to produce funny stuff and comedy and all of that. But within the realm of marketing and business and innovation and AI and creativity, I think there's a lot more that we could all do if we have these conversations with each other. So Tactical Tuesday, it's really simple. AI tools are extremely cool. There is a plugin that we are using inside of ChatGPT to help us write scripts. I haven't perfected it yet, but I'm working on it. And there's just so much opportunity out there if you're willing to execute. I think that a lot of people have all these tools. They expect the tool to just magically have the knowledge, deliver the knowledge, and execute for them. You have to still be great at what you do to get a great output from something like an artificial intelligence program. So what you feed into the program is what it's going to be able to give you out. If you feed the AI program garbage, it's going to spit out a bunch of garbage. And again, to review, best note taker tool I've found that's free is Fireflies AI. Dan Moran, the man Dan Moran, likes the AI companion on Zoom. Try that too. Fireflies is solid, and Gamma presentation software is really cool. But again, when it comes to the presentation software, this is where it gets a little iffy, because I can plug in a whole ebook or a whole chapter by chapter system that I've built, and the presentation looks a little wonky. And so you got to be careful with that. You're going to have to go in there and edit certain things by hand. You might have to use Canva or something like that to get it to look the way that you need it to look, so that it's super professional, because the final product that you deliver to people needs to be humanized. So Tactical Tuesday, use AI, get creative, have fun. And the more that you execute, the more you starve the doubt. A lot of people are out there. They've got great knowledge. They can speak about what they do to their team, but they're not getting on camera. They're not producing content. They're not making presentations to people. They're not growing their email list. They're not growing their community, because they're just afraid. They're doubting themselves when it comes to getting on camera like this and actually delivering value, when the value's already here and the skills are already here, and you've got the knowledge and you've got the experience. Why aren't you talking about it? There's so many people I roll around with and I run into that are knowledge experts that don't put their expertise on display, and then no one knows what they do. That's not what I want from you guys. I want you to get tactical. I want you to get strategic, and I want you to start executing. And that is the best way to starve that doubt, is to execute. Sitting around, waiting around, hoping that that knowledge somehow manifests into connections and revenue and solutions for people is a losing equation. You got to put the work in, and you got to get consistent, and you got to execute. Just like me with this. I'm all set up at the brand new content hub of Dallas. Yeah, I've tried Beautiful AI too. I've tried them all, dude. I've tried Beautiful AI. I've tried Gamma. There's like 2 or 3 other ones I tried, and the 2 or 3 other ones were horrible. Beautiful AI. Oh, Decktopus. Like Decktopus is it's like a presentation deck builder. I know it kind of sounds funny, but that one, it's okay. Gamma seems to be the leading runner, but again, you have to alter it. You have to humanize what it gives you, or it just looks like you would never get something from Gamma and then actually go live with it like this, because it would look all crumpled up like dog shit. I don't even love Gamma. I actually take what it does and I put it into Canva and I have to alter it, and it's a big, huge pain in the butt. And I would actually already have 10 new presentations if I didn't have to sit there and alter it already. So Gamma's okay for a blueprint, but I'm not that big of a fan of it either. But Tactical Tuesday, this is what we talk about is tactical tools, tactical skills, tactical executional processes that you can integrate into your game so that you can be more successful. Try some of these out. Beautiful AI, Gamma AI, Decapus or Dectopus. And then a lot of those you're going to have to pull back into Canva anyway and edit by hand, because to really make it shine, you got to give it the humanization. Again, it's time to get tactical, folks. It's Tuesday. It's still the beginning of the week. How many more leads? How many more conversations? How many more people can you impact if you get on these platforms and you start having conversations with people about what you're interested in, giving them value, giving them ways that they can win? And that's it. And if you're having trouble filming anything for social, get on ChatGPT. Say, hey, I'm a landscaping expert and I need 10 video ideas to attract new clients. Hey, I'm a roofing expert and I need 10 video ideas to attract new clients. Get on ChatGPT and say, hey, I'm a real estate agent and I want to know how to communicate with the marketplace better. Give me 10 ways a real estate agent can attract more buyers, and start filming videos based on what it gives you. Humanize it though. Add your little touch, add your expertise, add your flavor. And what you're going to see is a lot more people are going to trust you, and a lot more people are going to believe you when you go out and you show them what you can actually do. The reason why NBA players, Major League Baseball players, hockey players, pro soccer players, football players get paid the amount of money that they get paid is because you can look at the video replay and you can clearly see documented proof that they're really good. The problem with most business people these days is they're stuck in business and they're great at business, but they don't entertain an audience. They don't build an audience. The problem with influencers is that they're too busy entertaining an audience and they're not very good at business. You need to be both. The hybrid of a good business person that can communicate on social media and entertain an audience, that's the new hybrid. It's the Grant Cardone, Gary Vaynerchuk, Andy Frisella, Ed Milet model that has taken over. And the real players out there understand that you've got to be able to speak and entertain and communicate really well on the internet, as well as run your business well inside the business. Everybody knows Jeff Bezos is the Amazon guy. Everybody knows Mark Zuckerberg is the Facebook guy. And everybody sure as hell knows Elon Musk is the X guy. But those people are known as personal brands and as business people. What are you? I had this conversation in the hallway with somebody the other day. He was like, oh, I think I want to do this personal branding thing, but I don't know what I want to do. And then it was like, we went around all these scenarios of what he could be. It sounded to me like he wanted to sell software. I'm like, you should just be the software guy. Talk to people about all the different kinds of softwares they can use, how they can benefit people. And I don't know that he wanted to do that, but if he did, I bet you it would work. And so what are you? What are you? You know, what is Dan Moran? Dan Moran is the Solidan guy, but you got to be able to explain to people what the hell that is. I believe it's virtual reality education systems for colleges and high schools, because I know Dan and I know he's really good at it. But think about it. How can you use these tactical tools like AI note takers, like Fireflies, like Gamma presentation software, like Canva, to start building out visuals that you can use on your videos, or that you can use in a presentation or on a stream like this, so that you can get people's attention, get them into your system, and not only close more deals, but create more connections. Listen, connections are the lifeline of your company and of your brand. So the more people that you're connecting with, the more people that you're having conversations with, the more successful you're going to be. So ladies and gentlemen, get tactical. It is Tactical Tuesday. And I hope that you've got some nice tactics that you can use this week to go out and kick some tail. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Pat Hilton broadcasting to you live from the content hub of Dallas, Acoustic Force Media Studios. This is the Iconic Messengers show, and we love you. Have a great week. Make it count. Let me know what tools you're using in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one.